For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 9 of the second season here at Real Oviedo. In the last one, we were, well, surprised by the results that we got, shall we say. I'll leave it there. If you want to know the exact results, then feel free to go and check yesterday's episode. We start with Eibar at home. We then follow that up with Valencia away, followed by Levante at home. So 2 sides from Valencia, 1 away and 1 at home, following this first game against Eibar. Now, we were in the top 6, top 4 even for a short while, and an average run of form has seen us drop down to 7th, which is actually higher than we were before the last game. But we have a game in hand with Eibar because we're playing on the Monday, so should we win, we could go back, and I think would go back above Athletic Bilbao and into 4th. So a victory here against Eibar actually would be particularly important. However, they're obviously having a good season as well. They've only lost 1 game in their opening 10, whereas we've lost 2. And it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm hoping that we can put together some decent form today. We also, as we saw earlier on, faced Valencia, they're 5th. Levante down in 13th. So 2 big games to start off against 2 sides that are there and thereabouts with regards to the European spots at this early stage of this season. Actually not that far away from the January transfer window now, because we don't have that busy a fixture list. So we're going to jump into this first game against Eibar and hope to get ourselves back in the top 4. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. Let's head to Eibar. Caldemes into Huselu, making the run forward there is Pineda. I've got Villalba over here. He'll get it under control. He almost got caught there. We'll put that through. I think he's offside there, Lovrencic, and he was. It's a very good finish, actually. He's buried that extremely well, but I didn't quite time the pass right. We could have been 1-0 up inside the opening 8 minutes. I think he was actually a good couple of yards off. Yeah, I just didn't. If I'd have played that just a split second earlier, then we'd have been 1-0 up there, but unfortunately, I didn't. Huselu into Caldemes. Villalba's there. Lovrencic's made a good run actually, so we'll use him out wide. And on the overlap is Kiko Femenia. And Femenia will cross. And arriving at the back post. Oh, that's wonderful. He wasn't favourite to get to that, Huselu. The defender definitely had the positioning on him, but he's done brilliantly to actually get to it. Really good cross from Kiko Femenia. And to be fair, there was 2 defenders underneath that, but the first guy, the guy that looks about 80 years old with his bald head, couldn't get anywhere near it. And then the second defender was just out-muscled by Huselu, who beat him to it. We are 1-0 up now. This time the goal does count. To Huselu. Cross there to Villalba. Go for the shot across goal. Good save by Juan Carlos. Really good save, actually. He's done well there. Villalba to take the corner himself. And it's Pineda underneath it. How is he so good in the air? He scored a great header against Barcelona yesterday from a corner. And he's done it again. He's not the tallest, Pineda. Not even close to being the tallest, but he's got a hell of a leap on him, and he's very, very good when the ball comes to him off the top of his head. Look at the way it bent away from the keeper. I swear he's only like 5'6" or something, Orbelin Pineda. Let's have a look. He's 5'6". Jumping of 65, heading accuracy of 44. He scored 2 incredible headers in back-to-back games. We lead by 2-0. Caldemes out to Vidio. Pull that back there to Lato. Lay this in front of Pineda, and then Villalba's made a good run, and he's played in well. Actually, return that there to Pineda. Oh, Huselu's in the way, but still manages to sort his feet out and finish it. All right, things are falling into place now. We got very lucky there, but clearly the rub of the green is going our way. Pineda plays the 1-2, and then he's kicked it straight at Huselu. See the way he kind of brings it back to his right side as his body's still moving to the left, so that he can then sweep it home with his right foot. It's very accurately placed in the bottom corner. It's now 3-0 in the opening half an hour. Huselu, Pineda, Huselu. We were 3-0 up after 29 minutes against Barcelona. We're now 3-0 up after 27 against Eibar. Femenia in there to Caldemes. I'll dink it. And Huselu's in for a hat-trick. He's not going to get it though, because that's gone wide. Very close. Scuffed the finish. If it had hit that cleanly, then it might have found the bottom corner. But he tried to pull it across goal and unfortunately just didn't quite get the technique right. Ayun, nice tackle by Pineda, steps in well. Huselu, forward there to Villalba via the deflection off the defender's foot. Huselu is on a hat-trick, but I haven't had the opportunity to try and get him it yet. It's a lovely ball over there to Kiko Feminio though. And I could try and get this in to Hoselu here. And we have found him. And the touch is good and the finish is not. Wide of the post. I went to take it forward a step there as the defender was going to close me down just to get it out of my feet as he was coming towards me. Which we did well, but then couldn't quite find the target. Decent attempt though. Nice tackle by Pineda. Set up a counter-attack here. Jonathan Pereira could be away. And he's in behind. And he's got the pace to stay ahead of Ramis. And that should be, and he is 4-0. We're running right here against Eibar. Actually makes a nice change. Obviously, we got the victory against Barcelona, but it was a very weak Barca team. And prior to that, we'd drawn 4 games, 1-1, and lost 1 as well. So to come into this episode on the back of a 3-0 win against Barca, and now get a 4-0 victory against Eibar, gives me a lot of confidence we can actually restore our position in those top 4 Champions League spots this year. We'll obviously have to keep the run of form going, and we're still a good 25 plus games away from the end of the season, but we're getting ourselves back towards where we want to be at the end of this year. So we just need to keep it up, and hopefully we can keep it up with a victory against Valencia in the next game. We may even be able to make this 5 and still get Jose Luis hat-trick before the end, but for now, with 4 minutes to go, it's 4-0. The video gets that to Jonathan Pereira. They hit it early, and if Juan Carlos hadn't made that save, it would have been 5-0. Pineda with the corner, and it comes underneath that is not Escalante. Underneath that is Lovrencic. Great header. It is 5-0. In the 88th minute, we score a 5th. There's the final whistle. A convincing victory against Eibar. That's just the confidence booster we needed to head into the next game against Valencia. They didn't even have a shot. That's a side that were above us in the league and having a very good season. They'd only lost 1 game in their opening 10, and we have thumped them by 5-0 there. That's probably the most convincing victory we've had for a while in this series. And we'll head now into the game against Valencia, and I guess hope for more of the same. Manager rating is now 91. Unfortunately, despite getting himself a good goal in that last game, Lovrencic has torn his calf muscle on international duty with Hungary, and is going to be out for 8 weeks. I am not having luck with injuries right now in this series. Have a look at the injury list. We have 4 players out right now for lengthy periods of time. Jorge Ortiz, who had taken that first team spot away from Lovrencic, is still out for another 4 months with a broken tailbone. It's particularly frustrating. I'm running out of wide players right now. Lovrencic will come out and Caicedo will go in, and I'll put Aguado on the bench, but I really am running out of wide players right now. In fact, do I put Wolf on the bench? No, we'll go with it. Yeah, go on then. We'll put Wolf on the bench. Because he can play on both sides, can't he? Oh no, just on the left. Oh well, I'll leave him there anyway because we've got Vitti on the bench that can play on the right. So that's frustrating. After some good form, another big long-term injury is going to stop us from being able to be at full strength. But never mind. Clearly, even though we aren't at full strength, we're still putting in some good performances. So now we'll head into that game against Valencia. It's Nando, early cross, and he's picked out Recio beautifully, but he had the time and space there to bring that down and didn't. Thankfully for me, because we were in trouble there. That was a brilliant cross, and they could have taken the lead extremely early on here. I have put Caicedo into the starting lineup, but I've actually swapped him to the left and moved Video out to the right. Video can play on either flank, whereas that's a great tackle by Nando, actually. Oh no, don't be hurt. Please, for the love of all things that are FIFA. Not another one! Another injury. Please don't be out for too long. I'm going to bring Sanchez on. Video, as I was saying, Video can play left mid or right mid, whereas Caicedo can only play on the left. So I've put Caicedo left and Video on the right, but another injury. If he's out for a long time as well with like a broken collarbone or something, I'm going to be so annoyed. Lewis, forward there into Pineda, out to Video. Ed Lewis came to me and asked to play in this game, and I've put him into the starting lineup at centre-back ahead of Jorge Sainz. Sainz is obviously on loan here at Oviedo. Piatti, stop it. Sainz is on loan here at Oviedo, and obviously Ed Lewis is my player as Danny Parejo fires wide. So I would prefer to start my own players. We have Retsos as well, of course, the centre-back, but Ed Lewis is was my first Scout Future star, and you guys reckon I should play him at centre-back or CDM rather than at right-back. So I'm going to actually trial him for a handful of games here at centre-back and see how he gets on. I don't quite want to use Joselu yet, but now we've played him in. And we'll look to turn inside the defender, and Joselu, oh, Diego Alves with a save, and Abdenor beats Pineda to it. Wow. Wow. Very nearly 1-0 there. Good cross. Pineda's up. It's another good header, but this time it's off target. 0-0 after 14 minutes. He's not very strong, Piatti, but he is quick, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him in this game and ensure that we don't let him get too much space. If I can stick with him with a defender, we should be able to outmuscle him and get the ball off him. But if he gets a little bit of leg room, he's just going to disappear into the distance, because I don't have that many players that are close to being as fast as he is. Dani Parejo is an expert from set pieces as well, so we're going to have to be careful not to give away any free kicks in and around the edge of the box. It's a good shot. Oh, wow, João Cancelo. I didn't even press tackle there. That was the CPU diving in on its own. Have I just jinxed myself, or has the CPU jinxed me? Dani Parejo, oh, very close to 1-0 Valencia there. I didn't press tackle. I was in control of the man in the box. Pineda fouled him all on his own there, and it very nearly cost me a goal. Still, though, 0-0 after 20 minutes. Gini and João Cancelo playing the 1-2. Cancelo's quick. Oh, what cross. That's got to be 1-0, and it is. The perfect cross. The perfect cross for the man in the middle, and Rodrigo gives Valencia a 1-0 lead. I wasn't too sure who it was initially that put the ball in the back of the net. Had to wait until I saw the back of his shirt to get his name. The 1-2 with Cancelo down the right-hand side, and then a dreamy ball into the middle that picked out Rodrigo beautifully. He made the late run. You can see him there on the edge of the box and just arrives on the edge of the 6-yard box. Actually kicked it straight at Casillas, and it hit Casillas on the legs and went in. I can't blame the keeper there. That is just a top-quality goal. We are 1-0 down here at the Mestalla. Selu. Through there to Villalba. It's not Villalba, it's Pineda. He's in a great vein of goal-scoring form. It's taken me less than 3 minutes to go up the other end and equalise. Joselu gets the assist. I don't know where this goal-scoring run from Pineda has come from, but he scored 2 headers, and that's actually a very good finish. A cross goal into the bottom corner. Really, really well done. Oh, no! Good save, Casillas. The ball just popped free. Corner for Valencia. Dani Parejo to take it. Rodrigo's picked up an injury. That's a poor corner. Pineda can only head it straight. Excuse me? What the fuck just happened? Pineda... How is that a penalty? He's literally just headed the ball away. What is life? Please save this, or miss. Hell of a run-up from Dani Parejo. I am done. That is the most idiotic penalty decision I have seen in FIFA 17 ever. I've run at the ball, I've headed it away, and he's given a penalty. I thought the own goal that we scored the other day left me speechless, but that is a whole new level. 2-1 Valencia. Lato, Villalba around the corner there to Caicedo. Lato and Villalba, of course, both on loan from Valencia, so playing against their parent sides here. Pineda, I'm going to get this up wide to Vadillo. I'm going to try and get it back to Pineda if I can. Drop the shoulder, back to Pineda. Pineda! Blocked well by Abdenor. He's the man in form right now, Orbalan Pineda, but I just can't seem to get a second goal here against Valencia unless we can slot through Joselu here, who's got two defenders. He's got 2 defenders with him, but he's not going to be able to get the shot off, so we're going to stay at 2-1. Good header. Villalba just holds off Dani Parejo into Caicedo. Just trying to keep hold of possession now at the minute to ensure that we have the best possible opportunity. Scoring another goal. Here's Fran Villalba. Past the defender. Oh, good strike. I'm actually going to... No, I'm not going to have to leave that. It wouldn't have gone out if I had. Abdenor would have gotten it. Nice ball in there to Lato, who's turned well, but I've got no support in the box. I'm going to have to go back to Pineda. Go to Lato again. Terrible first touch. Gets caught, though. Free kick. Give me the free kick. Thank you. I want the free kick. Let's take the free kick. Can we put the free kick in the back of the net? Joselu will take it. And the answer to that question is most definitely not. It's Carlos Soler into Rodrigo, who's turned brilliantly and finishes the game off. That's a great hit on his left foot. I should have closed him down a lot quicker than that. 3-1 to Valencia in the 77th minute. that's going to be game over. Despite an incredible performance against Eibar, our winning run is coming to a rather abrupt end here at the Mestalla. There's the final whistle. A 3-1 win for Valencia. We are soundly beaten away from home, and deservedly so. You can tell from the chance creation. They were just better than me there, Valencia. So we were above them briefly, and will now be behind them again as we head into the game at home against Levante. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for. Oh, please, this is a proper genuine injury crisis now. I'm strugs. Ed Lewis is happy to have been played. I'm pleased for you, my man, but right now I'm getting rather frustrated at just the sheer number of injuries that we're picking up now. It's Correa, Galdamez, Lovrencic, Varela and Ortiz all out, all of whom would be in the first team if they weren't injured. 5 of my starting 11 out injured long term. What can you do? Levante next. Here's Lerma. Oh, nicely back into Martin, but that's rather wayward. Lerma is still a player that I would genuinely be interested in signing at some point in this series because he's growing well here at Levante and he's still young, but I just don't have the finances at present to be able to look at someone of his quality. Hopefully, hopefully we'll be able to afford him next season or the season after that, or at least someone of that sort of quality. But for now, we're having to quote-unquote make do with Pineda and Galdamez, although obviously Galdamez is now out injured for a while, but Pineda's been playing very well recently, and I'm hoping that Luis Sanchez will continue to grow as well. And obviously we do have another couple of central midfielders in the youth academy that I could call up, so I might not need to rely on bringing in someone like Lerma to the first team, but it might take longer to actually improve throughout the squad with the youngsters rather than being able to buy in ready-made, players that can slot immediately into the first team. So it's a decision that we're going to have to make in the summer, but we're coming close to January now, and I have got my scouts out looking at players whose contracts are expiring, and I would like to make another handful of pre-season or pre-contract signings if I can, just as we did last year. We brought players like Casillas into the club. Villalba's got slightly lucky there, but oh, has he gone down there? It's a penalty. I got lucky with the way it dropped back to him after I tried the shot, and just as I went to shoot for a second time, he just stuck a leg in, and I've kicked the defender's leg rather than the ball. You see here, Villalba just sticks a leg in there and takes me out. It's going to be a penalty. Saley will take it. I'm going to go top left. Oh, the keeper went the right way, but over the top of him goes the ball. We lead by a goal to nil here after 16 minutes. Sanchez forward there to Selu. Looks to get it back to Villalba, which he's done well. Villalba hits that straight against Pedro Lopez. Will be a corner though, 10 minutes before half-time. Villalba to deliver it. It's okay, it's not the best, but we'll try it and cross again. And this time he winds up. That's a much better ball in, but it's headed away. I'm going to get this across here to Pineda. Bit of space. I'm going to go for the worldie. Shouldn't have gone for the worldie. They'll clear it away. Here's Ruben. Cross there into Jason. Oh, good footwork. And the shot, it was headed towards that bottom corner. That's a smart save by Casillas. I needed that. That was headed towards the back of the net. Corner to come in from Ruben Garcia. And it's a decent delivery too. And underneath that, I think was Kiko Femenia. It was. It's going to be a corner to Levante on the far side. Under a bit of pressure here at the end of the half, but hopefully we can hold out, get ourselves to half-time with the lead, and I believe that is what's going to happen. The referee blows his whistle. It is going to be 1-0 at the break. Tanya with a throw. Levante looking for an equaliser in the final few stages. That's a good delivery in. Ed Lewis heads away. Lopez on for Lopez going off for Levante in the last few minutes. Tanya with another throw, but Kiko Femenia heads that away well, but Lerma will recover. Tonio trying to use his feet this time rather than his hands. Ruben bats a good ball in, and Tobio has to head that behind. Right, corner for Levante in the last, well, as we head into stoppage time, it's the last minute, isn't it? It's looped in. Underneath that is Ed Lewis, but he's headed that all the way out wide to Ruben. Cross comes in again, and this time we get it clear. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that first time. Davison straight at Casillas. We withstand the final push from Levante, and that should be game over. We'll try to bring this down with Sailor, which I did do, but to bring it down close enough to me to be able to get to the loose ball. But there's the final whistle. Victory against Levante, which I'm very pleased about, actually. We had to rely on the penalty. There weren't that many chances in the game at all. 4 for each side. 2 on target for me, 3 for them. Bilbao win 3-1 against Osasuna, which I believe will keep them above us. But I'm not sure. We'll have a look at the league table before we end. Now the 25th of November, we will head into the month of December in tomorrow's episode after the game against Almeria midweek that you can see there. And we're 0-0, of course, after the first leg against Almeria. But we are into the top 4. We are above Bilbao. 2 of us both on 22 points, but our goal difference is vastly superior. In fact, we've scored more goals than anyone else in the league. Probably thanks to that 5-0 win against Eibar at the beginning of the episode. They are down in 11th now. They lost another game again. And Valencia are there in 6th. But they do have a game in hand, so they could go back above us should they win that. So it would knock us out of the top 4. But we just have to hope that they don't win that game in hand. So time will tell, of course. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. And I will see you tomorrow.